Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News episode 99 and the last news episode of 2021. SpaceX makes some more records, and GM is delaying the start of the production of the Bolt even further. We see Tesla gaining in the luxury market in China, and the Tesla Model Y received the Top Pick Safety Award. And Tesla is giving a nice Christmas present to all Tesla owners. All this and much more on the last news episode of 2021. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Let's take a little look at some of Tesla's sales numbers. And in Norway, Tesla continues to rise, and as we can see on this chart, they have just left everyone else in the dust here in Q4 and have made a new record for most Teslas sold in a year. To the moon! And since Tesla only sold 8,739 units last year in Norway, they will beat last year with quite a bit, but the best they have done before was in 2019, where Tesla sold 18,798 units in Norway, and year to date they have already sold 19,863 units, and that was with 10 days left of the year. So no doubt that Tesla will make a new record in the EV capital of the world and finish the year off as the best-selling EV brand in the country. They are still missing about 9,000 to beat Volkswagen in Europe as the best-selling EV brand. But it might be even closer, maybe just 6,000 that Tesla is missing to become the best-selling EV brand. But we still have 10 days left from these numbers, and not all countries on this list has given their sales yet. So I still think Tesla could do it with a big end of the year push, as they usually do, just as Elon tweeted, lots of Tesla cars to be delivered before year end. But we will very soon know just how many. And in China, we see Tesla gaining in the luxury segment. As you can see from November, Tesla is up 46%, and we can see BMW, Mercedes and Audi are all down. Audi is down 38%. Ouch. And the EV leader of the world, GM, well, their Cadillac sales in China were also down in November 38%. But as you can see, NIO has just made it into the top 10 of this list. Very nice and well done, NIO. So yes, Tesla is doing great in China and pretty much everywhere else they are. And as even from the EV Stock channel pointed out, the trend is your friend. Exactly, what a nice upward trend. So are Tesla going to be able to do over $2 billion in net income in Q4 of this year? Well, I kind of think so. And remember, it was only in Q2 of this year we celebrated that Tesla getting over $1 billion in net income for the first time. So it is clear to see that the trend is that Tesla is accelerating. Now just 2 quarters later, they will double their net income. So if you're wondering if Tesla is doing great, well, just try to show me another company that in 2 quarters doubled their net income from $1 to $2 billion. Well, it's definitely not Volkswagen. Their sales in China has declined quite a bit over the last 6 years. Volkswagen China's sales, as Hallmark showed on Twitter, Volkswagen made $5.2 billion from the Chinese joint venture in 2015, but will make about $2.7 billion this year, despite the market have grown. This is not good, as China is 40% of Volkswagen's market. And as Alex shared from his source from inside Volkswagen, the Volkswagen China business is a disaster for the company. That is probably also why they have to get a new head of Volkswagen in China. Yeah, it's not looking good for Volkswagen China, and as I mentioned, Volkswagen did just show some numbers about their BEV sales and showed they are about 6,000 units ahead of Tesla in Europe up to November. And Volkswagen had delivered 409,923 BEVs as a group by November globally. So it looks like the number of 430,000 units we have been talking about is going to be very close. and that is going to be very close to the numbers I said 1 year ago. Even though many people said, and we even saw articles about Volkswagen that thought that Volkswagen would beat Tesla in 2021. I said they don't have the batteries to produce as many cars as Tesla because Tesla would be around 1 million this year, but I guessed that Volkswagen would be around 400,000 in 2021. So I got pretty close on those numbers, and last year Tesla was about 270,000 units in front of Volkswagen, and this year they will be about 450,000 units in front of Volkswagen. So Volkswagen is not gaining on Tesla. Tesla is moving further away. Volkswagen has grown with about the same percentage as Tesla, about 85% this year. But when you are behind and want to catch up, you of course want to grow with more percentage than the one in front because they sold more units than you last year. Or you will just not catch up. It is about the units you sell, not the percentage you grow. Like if we take Lucid for example, they have sold maybe about 60 units this year, so if they sell just 6,000 units next year, they will have grown 100x, But that does not mean that they will catch up with Tesla. That might only grow 1x next year. So Tesla has shown this year no one is gaining on Tesla, but Tesla is pulling further away from everyone. And speaking of Volkswagen, last week I reported that Volkswagen made a joint venture with Bosch to make some software, and this week we can see Volkswagen is collaborating with navigation specialist TomTom from the Netherlands that have agreed to cooperate on the development of a new navigation product for the Volkswagen Group. So if you think Volkswagen is going to make their own software operating system anytime soon, well, don't hold your breath. Volkswagen have probably found out just how difficult that is. Therefore, they are now collaborating with new partners to help them with making software. Yeah, it's not easy transforming an automaker into a software company. But Tesla is a software company, and they made a nice little Christmas present for all Tesla owners with an over-the-air update. The new over-the-air update Christmas package with a lot of nice new features, like Tesla has introduced automatic seat heaters, where the first row seat heaters can now automatically regulate seat temperature based on the cabin's environment and its climate control set temperatures. Very cool, and you can hide the map details for a clean look on your navigation and can easily manage the dash cam clips and easily delete all the clips. And you can now finally overrule the settings that won't let you preheat your car if you have under 20% batteries. Now you can, and you can now edit your waypoints, which we just got in the last update, and now you can play Sudoku, multiplayer of Polytopia and Sonic the Hedgehog. And you can now watch TikTok. They simplified the controls, and Tesla added so we now automatically can see the live camera view of the blind spot when you activate your turn signal. This is a very cool and much welcome feature that we have seen in other brands that are coming out, but now you Tesla can also do that. And we get the customizable app launcher we have seen with the refreshed Model S and X, very cool. And us here in Europe also finally got the live view from the camera with our Tesla app on the phone. Such a great feature. And to top off this Christmas package, they added a light show, so we can now watch our Tesla dance to music, just like they had with the Model X and celebration mode. And if you have some new Teslas with the new lights, well, park close to a wall and you can see the little Easter egg Tesla has put in there as well, where your Tesla will write Tesla on the walls with its light, as we saw demonstrated in the Berlin factory. And Tesla has really given the whole user interface a facelift and tried to make everything a little more easy. Like now you can just swipe up from anywhere from the bottom of the screen and the climate controls will show. Very nice. And the Spotify app has got some great new updated looks and have become much easier to use and to get to the different settings. And you can now also adjust the subwoofer's level. So the whole user interface just looks new and fresh. Even my 7-year-old kid said to me, "It looks like we have got a whole new car, Dad." Yep, there is nothing like owning a Tesla. What did your ID3 or ID4 or Ioniq 5 or the Mark E or the EV6 or your Taycan get for Christmas? Oh, yeah, that's right, a nicely wrapped nothing. Yes, your Tesla car is just the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you, Santa Musk. And if you're wondering about Alset Ehomes, well, they are not sponsoring my channel right now, but they are still very much alive and kicking. Their stock is still getting hammered by short sellers, but they are still building e-homes at their North Park Wood and the other 5 places they have. Now, one of the new places is Woodland Lakes, and as the chairman, Mr. Chan, told me this week, they did 108 e-homes this year combined in those 6 places, so they did get to their target of 100 e-home this year. Actually, they did more, and they still have a contract with Tesla to supply Alset with solar panels and power walls and home chargers, so everything is still on track. And they have also made a new green energy real estate investment trust as well, and so much more. It's kinda hard to wrap your head around just how much they manage right now. They have 11 divisions now, and the group is managing $1.6 billion in funds, so they are very much alive and kicking and still moving forward. And the target of 300 e-homes next year. So the little amount I invested in the stock just to show my support for the company, I am still holding. I still believe this could be very successful, what they're trying to do, and if they do succeed, it could be quite huge. So I still think this is very cool and what they're trying to do here, and I'm crossing my finger that the short sellers will not be able to kill them before they get so big it's no longer possible. But I will keep an eye on the Alset Ehomes. And SpaceX made another launch this week. Well, of course. This one was a supply mission to the International Space Station, and this was SpaceX's 24th resupply mission to the International Space Station. And the first stage did, of course, land safely back on the drone ship. It happened on the 21st of December, which were exactly the date 6 years ago. SpaceX successfully landed an orbital class rocket booster for the first time. But this one marked the 100th successful landing of an orbital class rocket booster. Wow, just amazing, and big congratulations to the whole SpaceX team. And no one else is really doing this with orbital boosters, so even though SpaceX makes this look easy, that they are the only one that pretty much is doing it is a good indication of just how hard this is. And 94% of all mission this year was carried out by SpaceX fleet of flight-proven orbital class rocket boosters. Simply amazing what SpaceX has achieved in just the last 6 years. Before that, reusable rocket was basically science fiction, and as Elon tweeted, it is still kinda hard to believe it's working. And Elon did a great interview with the Babylon Bee this week. It is 1 hour and 40 minutes long, so a long one, but if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check that one out. It is very good. But Elon did of course talk about why SpaceX is trying to expand the light of consciousness when asked about it, and he had this great little answer.
I don't know. It's like, where are the aliens? Like, maybe there aren't any in this galaxy, and maybe what we have here is a very, very rare situation. You know, a brief flickering of consciousness in the dark, like a little candle in a vast darkness. And we should not let that little candle go out.
And let's squeeze in the last shorts news topics into this news show. Yes, it's time for the Tesla shorts. Tesla and relevant authorities has submitted all the documents necessary for approval process for its planned factory in Berlin, the Environment Ministry of Germany's state of Brandenburg said on Wednesday. But the approval process is still ongoing, the minister said, but getting closer. And we did see the Model Y at the Giga Berlin site. It is expected that these are made at the factory, but we don't have any confirmation on that, but that is just a guess. And the battery part of the factory in Berlin is really starting to take shape. So cool. And as Elon tweeted, for those wondering, I will pay over $11 billion in tax this year. Are you hearing that, US Senator? That means that Elon has on average paid $1.5 million in tax for every day, not year, every day he has been a US citizen. So I personally think that sounds like he has paid his dues as a US taxpayer. Wouldn't you agree, Senator? And Elon also confirmed that his Tesla stock sales are almost done. And Tesla hints that the Tesla Model S Plaid in China could be coming soon. Oh yeah. And General Motors recently noted that the Chevy Bolt EV and EUV's production shutdown at the GM Lake Orion assembly plant has now been extended to at least the end of February 2022. Production activities in the plant have been halted since the end of August now, so we are talking about at least half a year. Not a very good start for GM in 2022. Or maybe it's just because they are so much in the lead, they don't even need to make any EVs. And the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has just announced that the 2021-2022 Tesla Model Y earns the Top Safety Pick Plus award, which are awarded only to the vehicles with the best performance in their ratings. Also because of how good the car is at stopping for pedestrians. As Elon wrote, pure vision, especially when using explicit photon count, is much better than radar plus vision, as the latter has too much ambiguity. When radar and vision disagree, it's not clear which one to believe. Yes, that is why it will not help the safety of a full self-driving car to have more sensors. As many believe, it will actually be worse off. As Elon said, whereas radar has trouble seeing small pedestrians, they are obvious to Tesla's vision. And we did get a little fun of Sean on Twitter that probably did risk his job by posting this, as he wrote, "I'm a Tesla diehard fanboy working at a Toyota dealership. I drive a Tesla, and sometimes I tell people to buy a Tesla." And Joe Tackmeyer showed a little video from Gigafactory 5 of some great teamwork of what looks like insulations on the roof. And yes, the Tesla stock has come down a bit since its last high, but nothing new in that, and it has come back over $1,000. Just remember, don't sell Tesla until 2030, don't sell Tesla until 2030, don't sell Tesla until 2030. And as I reported in last week's news episode, Toyota finally goes electric, but even Herbert Diess couldn't resist to give a little poke to Toyota on Twitter. Nothing is impossible. Toyota goes electric. Congrats and welcome to the competition. Another EV startup seems to be in a bit of a trouble. Canoo is losing its chief technology officer and 2 co-founders. That's probably not a good sign. I know many YouTubers are offering 2 free stocks, but I got the best deal for you. If you live in the US, Hong Kong or China, get 5 free stock, valued up to $3,500 each. Yes, you won't get a much better deal than that. Who don't want 5 free stocks, right? Well, you can do that with Moomoo online trading platform if you sign up with my link down below. That will also support the channel. So a win-win for the both of us. If you don't live in the US, Hong Kong or China, you can still download the Moomoo app as I have done, because this is a professional trading platform, so you will have all the information you could possibly want about stocks, drawing tools, communities, news and much more. It is a very impressive and capable app they have made there, so go check that one out. This will not support the show, but you will get a great professional app for keeping an eye on the stock you follow. Enjoy! And remember, if you just discovered this channel this year, last year I made a whole Christmas calendar for you guys. So if you want a little Christmas fun, you have a lot of small videos you can enjoy here in your holiday that will hopefully bring you a little joy. And this will be the last news show of 2021, and what a year it has been. Can you even believe that this is what the Gigafactory looked like on the 5th of January? And this is what it looks like today, just about to turn on the lights. And we have just celebrated Tesla's achievement of 500,000 deliveries of 2020. And now we are about to celebrate 900,000 deliveries. Tesla just had their first full profitable year in 2020 with just about $0.7 billion in net income, and this year will probably end up with just over $5 billion in net income. In Q2 alone of this year, Tesla had more net income than the entire year of 2020. And 2021 became the year that Tesla's valuation reached $1 trillion. And even though Tesla has raised their prices through the year, they still cannot keep up with demand for their cars, and the refreshed Model S and X that started production this year are so popular that we can't even pre-order them anymore here in Europe. So if there were any doubt about Tesla's demand for their cars, as many short sellers were screaming about, well, those doubts has just been absolutely crushed here in 2021. Tesla will increase their sale with about 85%. Yep. No longer any doubt, and it has definitely been the year of Tesla China, going up from 145,000 units produced in 2020 to end this year with something about 450 to 500,000 units produced. Now that is what I call a ramp up. Tesla has ramped up, grown with more units this year globally than the entire Volkswagen Group has sold of EVs this year. Tesla has shown this year that they are the one and only true leader in the EV race. The closest competition has made half as many EVs this year. And that was not a car brand, that was an entire automotive group. That's not a race. That would be like if Usain Bolt ran a 100 meter in 9.5 seconds as he does, but everyone else ran it in 19 seconds. They would not be in the race because they would not even qualify to race against a Usain Bolt. This is kind of how I see it. No one has really qualified to even call themselves competition to Tesla. Well, get close to Tesla's BEV sales, then we can talk about the competition. Yeah, Tesla just had a slam dunk of a year. Even though we didn't get to see the Cybertruck or the semi-truck in full production or not got the Berlin and Texas online, well, Tesla has just executed on deliveries this year, dodging the chip shortage like no other. And I also just want to say a big thank you to you all for 2021. It has been an absolute mind-boggling year for me as well. My little Best in Tesla channel has actually grown with the same percentage as Tesla, about 85%. So thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed to my channel and everyone who has watched my videos. There has been over 7.5 million views on my little channel this year. I feel just so honored and so humbled that so many people are tuning in to this little YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and a big thanks to all my new patrons and members that are making all of this possible. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You are the guys that are keeping me going, and boy, do I want to keep going, because Tesla has just started, and 2022 is just going to be an even more mind-blowing year. Also, because of all the things we missed in 2021, well, that would just add on to all the great new stuff coming in 2022. And I can't wait to share it all with you, and I have so much great new stuff coming, so stay tuned for that. But I will, after New Year, of course, take a look back at 2021 and see how close we got to the prediction I made in January 2021, when we have all the numbers from Tesla. And then, of course, also make another prediction video about 2022. But before you go, we shall of course end off with a bit of fun. And we have seen a lot of talk from the legacy automakers through the last 5 years and very little action. But I think Earl of Frunkpoppy captured it quite well. That is all we have time for in this new show. Well, also what we had time for in 2021 with the new show. I will have another video coming out this year, but for the news, we have to wait until 2022. But hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It does really help this video out a lot. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on all the videos just like this one and all the great new stuff coming in 2022. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel and get your shout out on this show. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out and some extra perks. Hit the members button to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet all the news as it comes out and more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. Now it's also possible to support the show without buying anything, becoming a member or a patron. There is a link to a donation options in the show notes. But going forward, I will be making more videos for patrons and members only. And I will give my YouTube members and patrons early access to my videos whenever possible and make my videos ads free for members and patrons only. So don't miss out. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice and have a happy new year.